Hey, stay up. Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210.
5'9", 210.
441.
Okay.
9 3/8 head. 8.5-inch dick.
So y'all just saw that video clip right there, and if awkward and very uncomfortable moments indeed had a visual, this would be exactly it. Now, I did not know about this until I was scrolling and I saw Willie D was talking about it, and I said, let me go ahead and talk about this. And I also sent it to a couple of other people that I knew would want to talk about this as well. So y'all may have seen this story before the time I actually get it to y'all. This may be your first time seeing it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I am not surprised that Jerry Jones said the stuff that he said and the stuff that came out of his mouth at the end of the video that made Jamie Foxx cut that video short, or that stream short. So basically, as you saw right there in the video, Jamie Foxx, as you know, he is a Texas resident. He's from Terrell, Texas. I'm not exactly sure where in Texas that is. Someone in the chat who's from Texas can let me know exactly where in the geographical surrounding Terrell, Texas is located. But he went to the Dallas Cowboys practice. You know, he sat there with Jerry Jones, the owner, and he's sitting there talking to him, and they're going over the different plays and stats for the players. You know, per usual, it's like business as usual. Till the end, when Jerry Jones makes a comment about one of the players' manhood size, and Jamie Foxx's face was the exact one that every one of us would have had if we was in that same area and heard that from somebody. It was like, whoa, let me just cut this short, because this just went into an area that just sounds very, very odd. Like, you're supposed to be just talking about their physical performance on the field, and, you know, of course, Garrett's basically telling you, are they in good shape to play this week? Are they not? Do they have to sit out? Do they need to work out more? Whatever the case may be. Why did you mention that? And a question that a lot of other people were having when they heard that is, how would Jerry Jones even know that? Like, how would he even know how that is? And then you think about how, for the longest, when they have like the NFL Combine, which is to determine what team someone gets on and all of that good stuff, they always said that it works almost like an auction, like a slave auction. I mean, you've seen what a slave auction looks like. They put the most physically built, or as they like to call it, buck on the stage to see and determine who goes where onto what plantation. And I have said for years that Jerry Jones just looks like a plantation owner. I mean, he just has the look of it. Like, really look at him. But remember, also a couple years ago, that photo of him when he was a teenager got put out there when it was like back in the 60s, when it was during segregation, during Jim Crow, where they were, I guess, trying to desegregate the schools, and he was sitting up there in the picture, and people was trying to cape for him, Stephen A. Smith, and trying to say that, oh, it was nothing, he was just there. That's the point, he was just there. Why was he there? So when you look at all of that, and you couple of all the things that we keep saying, like, this guy looks like a plantation owner, which he does look like one, and this right here, it comes off a particular way. And many of us had that notion about Jerry Jones for years. And the thing about it is when you listen to it, he said it so nonchalantly, as if this is something he's said before, most likely when there was nobody else around. I think it's safe to say that Jamie Foxx is probably not going to go to another Dallas Cowboys practice. And now that the video has pretty much gone viral and it's out there now, people are going to be like really looking at this kind of crazy. And also, who was he talking about? Because they didn't say it didn't mention a name. They just mentioned like a height, and of course the other part that Jerry Jones was saying. So imagine if the player who was out there finds out that it was he who Jerry Jones was talking about. How uncomfortable he's going to be just playing for this man, because it's like now he might be looking at me in this kind of way. And to be quite honest with you, with him saying that like that and it being caught the way that it did, I'm sure Jerry Jones has said this about several players. But because it was never caught on tape or on video, they would never know, because it's just something between him and whoever he was talking to at the time, who's not going to say anything either. So that's just, it's weird. It's very weird. But I always told people, I always got a bad vibe about Jerry Jones. That's why my nickname for him was Master Jerry, especially if you think about the stuff that he said when Colin Kaepernick was doing what he was doing a few years ago. Like, this guy literally has that staunch Jim Crow mentality embedded in him. He comes from that era. Like, I don't know how old Jerry Jones is, but I know he looks about 100. But either way, he comes from that stock, and we know exactly what that stock is. So him saying this does not in the least bit surprise me. And I bet you this is something that has been going on for years, or he's probably said some stuff like this for years, but he didn't know Jamie Foxx was recording the practice, because if you look at the video, Jerry Jones was talking to whoever the person was that was beside him. He didn't even know Jamie Foxx was going live on Instagram. So he didn't even know that this happened. He probably knows now. And the thing is, he can't stop it because the video has gone viral. And we always say, once something like this is out there, it's out there for good. I can't imagine, again, how uncomfortable Jamie Foxx had to be hearing that. He probably, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie Foxx has probably attended practices before when it came to Jerry Jones. He probably was there and he never said anything like that or alluded to anything like that, because if he did, he probably would have never gone back. So this was probably his first time he heard it, and that was all he needed to hear, was it for the first time, and that was the only time he needed to hear it to let him know, I'm not going back to another one of these practices. And now that I have it out there, it is what it is. And the crazy part about it is, he was on Instagram Live. So he was live streaming. It's not like he was recording a video through his camera on his phone and he could have just not posted it. It was live. So when it was said in that moment, it was too late for him to just stop it after it was said. He could only stop it after Jerry Jones said what he said. But by that time, people had already seen it. And because Jamie Foxx is a celebrity and he has a huge following, people grabbed that, and now it's spread all over the place. Even if Jamie Foxx didn't want it to be out there anymore, he couldn't stop it. So in a way, Jamie Foxx kind of did an unexpected exposing of Jerry Jones that he wasn't expecting to happen. It is what it is. You just never know. In real time, you never know what's going to happen in situations such as these. But like I said, Jamie Foxx is most likely not going to go to another one of these practices. And I don't know what kind of statement Jerry Jones is going to give to try to clean that up, but I don't know any statement in the world that he could give to try to clean that up. All I can say is this. Y'all, I don't know what the Dallas Cowboy players are going to do. Knowing this, I don't know what their comfort or discomfort level that is going to be, especially for the person who he was talking about, because it wasn't like he was talking about every player, although I wouldn't be surprised if he had them thoughts about every player. But he mentioned this about one player in particular, and that was not a slip of the tongue. That wasn't a Freudian slip. He said it so casually, he didn't even walk it back, because remember, Jamie Foxx cut the stream a little shortly after he said it, but not immediately after he said it. So it wasn't like Jerry Jones said, let me say something different. Oh, my bad. Let me switch it to this. He kept it like that and didn't even correct himself. So he meant that. But that's Master Jerry for you. One additional thing that also stuck out to me is the fact that, and I don't know how I didn't pick that up, is that Jamie Foxx literally played a character named Django in a movie called Django Unchained, where he was a slave that was helped to be released in order to go on a crusade to go and find his wife and save his wife. And all I could think about is in one of the scenes later on in the movie when he gets captured again, is that he was hanging upside down, butt naked, with this chain guard around his mouth, and one of the plantation owners started fondling his manhood. Y'all saw the movie, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about. And for him to actually have to sit there and hear this plantation owner lookalike say that about another black man in his manhood, I know that probably had another level of discomfort for him after playing a role where his character had to actually go through that.